everybody, and welcome to your 20-minute stretch session. I'm so glad you joined me. Hopefully you guys just finished an amazing workout, or you're coming here for an active recovery day to take care of some sore muscles from workouts during the week. So I'm so glad that you joined me today. This is going to be a really good stretch session, as the name implies. And we're going to keep it nice and low down to the ground today. And it's going to be juicy and delicious. And we're really going to get into the hips too. So super excited for that. You're going to feel like a new person after this. So let's get started in a tabletop position. Shall we, Nini? Shall we? Tabletop position. Shoulders in line with the wrists and knees in line with the hips. And we're going to take a couple rounds of cat-cow right here. So inhale, dropping the belly down, looking up. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. All right, centering yourselves all the way out. We are going to come to go into some mobility work into each hips. It's something called hip CARS, which stands for controlled articular rotation. So we're going to be kind of moving in our hips in all different ways that it can move that ball and socket joint. So I want you to start by making sure that you have nice core engagement, so you don't want any arch in the low back here. So nice flat back position, trying to make sure that during this entire time you don't lean your hips over to the left. We're going to bring our right heel all the way in towards our tush. Now we're going to kick that heel all the way up and just draw some circles. So you're bringing it all the way in and down. So just drawing some nice circles here. So again, you want to watch to make sure that left hip is quiet and not misbehaving and moving over towards the left. Let's switch the direction of your circles. Nice. And next time you have that right knee all the way up towards your right elbow, I want you to hold it there, extend that right leg all the way straight out, and then tap it all the way down to the ground. And just stay here for a moment, kind of rocking a little bit forwards and back. We're going to really start to get into the adductor muscles. Those are those inner thigh muscles. So I want you to pause that movement, making sure that that left hip is in line with the left knee, and you're going to start to walk your hands all the way out in front of you. So kind of like a puppy pose, if you're familiar with what a puppy pose is. Similar to a puppy pose where the goal is to try to get the chest all the way down onto the mat, or maybe just the forehead onto the mat. So you're feeling a nice stretch in the upper spine, as well as that right inner thigh. Exhale to soften into it. Maybe getting a little bit deeper. Nice and slow, pressing all the way back into the palms of the hands, walking the hands all the way back in towards your body. And now you're going to bend nice and generously into that right knee, and then straighten to kind of draw some circles right here. Ooh, we start to get into that hip. Ooh, baby. Feels good. And circle it in the opposite direction. So juicy. Oh, I love this stretch so much. And center it all the way out, nice and carefully. We're going to send the leg all the way back in. So now we're in that nice tabletop position. Nice and quick, we're going to stretch out the wrists a bit. by bringing your fingers in towards your body. And just taking a couple of cat-cows right here. So when you're exhale, rounding the spine, that's when you're gonna really start to feel it into the wrists. So inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. Bringing the fingertips back around. Now I'm just gonna shift my body around so that when I bring my foot out, I'm not hitting the wall. So I've got full range of motion here. Okay, so we're starting with those hip cars on the left side. So now we wanna make sure that that right hip stays stable and we don't let it move as we bring that left heel all the way in and drawing circles in one direction. Making those circles in the opposite direction, trying to keep the back nice and flat. Next time that left heel is up, left knee is up towards the left elbow, you're gonna extend it all the way out. Just take a moment here, rock a little bit forwards and back. And then centering yourselves all the way out, starting to walk those hands all the way out to come into this little puppy variation. Seeing how deep into it you can get on this side. Again, with each exhale, you try to deepen and soften into it a little bit more. Pressing into the palms of the hands to make yourselves come all the way back up. And we come into those bends, bending and straightening, coming into those circles right here. And circling in the opposite direction. Straightening it all the way out and bringing that knee back in. All right, so already feeling a little bit better, huh? I am. Okay, so we're gonna get deeper into the hips now by extending our right leg back. And I just want you to take a second here and rock a little bit forwards and back. You're gonna feel a nice stretch in the calf muscle as you really press back. All right, then when you're ready, you might have to do 1 step, 2 steps, or 3 steps to get that right foot all the way to the outside of your right hand. So once you get there, I want you to kind of slither that left knee back so that you're less on the kneecap and more on top of the thigh. Now you may have to stay here on the palms of the hands, that's okay. Or perhaps you're able to get a little bit deeper into this lizard pose and see if you can drop down onto the forearms. And if it feels good, you can kind of open that right foot out like a book. And again, each exhale, you soften a little bit deeper into the stretch. Option to stay here, or if you want to advance this and get into the quads a little bit more, you're going to either stay on the left palm of the hand or left forearm, wherever you are. And you're going to bend into that, left heel, and then reach your right arm all the way back. Now maybe you just reach and you're not able to grab, that's fine. Even here, you're getting into those other muscles, but perhaps you're able to reach all the way back and grab the foot and see if you can pull the heel closer and towards the glutes. Now you want to be gentle and really listen to any cues that your body is giving you here, and never go past your body's stop sign. Exhale to slowly let it go wherever you are. We're pressing back into the palms of the hands. And now we're walking that right foot to the center line of the yoga mat. And then we're gonna come to straighten that right leg and really dig that heel in towards the ground and flex the toes up towards your face. Coming into a nice hamstring stretch. Now, if you want to intensify this, you can take the left fingertips and pull back on the toes. Exhale, we re-bend. And now we're gonna walk that right foot all the way to the right side of the mat. And you're gonna try to come as close to 90 degrees as you can in that front leg, as close as you can. Most people, we can't get our front leg at 90, and that is totally fine. You wanna try to keep the hips square down towards the ground so you're not opening out to one side. And then leading from the belly button, so a lot of times I'll see people walk out like this. I want you to lead from the belly button, so see if you could bring the belly button down first and then bring the rest of your body down. We're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. Might be a glorious 30 seconds. It may be a very long 30 seconds. But either way, I want you to commit to the full 30 seconds. Exhale to soften the glutes, soften the hips. Next breath in, we slowly press into the palms of the hands to walk the hands all the way back. Now, permission to sit onto your right butt cheek. And we're gonna slide that left foot all the way around and come to take it to the outside of the right quad. We're gonna give that left knee a nice hug, so pull it in. You're gonna feel the outside of the hip and the thigh, and come to just take a gentle twist to look past your left shoulder. So on your inhale, you're gonna lengthen, and then exhale, see if you could twist a little bit deeper. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, twist. Inhale to unwind, quick counter twist to the right side. Ooh, got my back to crack. And then we're gonna come to center. So I'm gonna turn around so you can see me a little bit better here. So I want you to get the right leg to 90 degrees, okay? So if it's not there already, it's at 90 now. Then we're gonna take our top left foot and we're also gonna make 90-degree shape here. So, like two fire logs, that's what this pose is called, fire log pose. We stack our feet one on top of another. Now, you may be all the way up here. Your knee and your foot might not be anywhere close to touching. That's okay. You be where you are today. There's no shame in that, okay? This may be enough for you, okay? This is a very intense hip opener. So stay here. If you want, keeping that nice flat back, so nice straight spine, you could start to walk those hands out in front of you. So we're walking out with a nice flat back. So I don't want you rounding. I know you can probably get deeper if you round, but stay here. So right here, my body is saying, that's enough. So this is where I'm gonna stay. Ten more seconds. We're gonna unwind. Good, now slowly walk the hands all the way back in towards your body. You're gonna take the hands behind you. Little bit naughty here, but it's gonna feel good. I want you to spread your legs and take the hands back behind you. And we're just gonna go side to side windshield wiper. So bringing the knees over to one side and bringing the knees to the other side. Ooh, it feels so good. One more on each. And let's make our way back into that tabletop. Okay, so we got super, super deep into that right hip. Let's even it out. So we're gonna extend our left leg all the way back and start to rock a little bit forwards and back. Just getting into the calf muscles to start. And then when you're ready, 1 hop, 2 hop, 3 hops, 4 hops, 10 hops, however many hops it takes to bring that left foot all the way to the outside of the left hand. And then you're gonna take that little slither of your right knee back. So I want you to be leaning forwards more on the right quad than the kneecap. All right, so notice each side is different. Maybe you were on the forearms the first time and you have to stay on the palms of the hands this time, or vice versa. You go wherever you need to go. And again, you use the healing power of your breath. Exhale to soften everything. All right, now's the chance. If you want to deepen it with me, you may, or you can just stay here. So staying on your right forearm or the right palm of the hand, you're gonna press into the left palm. See if you can bend your right heel all the way in towards your tushy, and then reach all the way back, reaching towards that right foot. Now, you might just stay here, or maybe gentle, very gentle. See if you can reach back and grab the foot and pull it a little bit closer in towards the butt cheek. Don't force it. We never want to force ourselves into something, especially with stretching. This is to help us prevent injury, not get injured. All right, exhale to slowly release it all the way down. Everybody's gonna press back into the palms of the hands. And we're gonna walk our foot all the way to the center line of the yoga mat, and then straighten the front leg to come into our hamstring stretch. So, really digging the heel in towards the ground, flexing the toes up towards your face, perhaps taking the hand to pull back, right hand to pull back on the left toes. Use that healing power of your breath. And then exhale, bending all the way back, walking the left foot to the right side, opening out into our pigeon, trying to keep 90-degree bend in that left best you can. Once you get there, lead with the belly button to walk it all the way forwards. And just breathe, 30 seconds here. Sure. Slowly pressing back into the palms of the hands to lift your chest all the way up. Now we shift onto the left butt cheek and slide that right leg all the way around, planting the sole of the foot all the way to the outside of our left thigh now. So, coming to give that right knee a hug, And taking your twist to look past your right shoulder. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And slowly unwind, quick counter twist to look past your left. And centering it all the way out. So we're coming into that fire log. So I'm gonna stay facing this way just to give you guys an alternate view this time. So walking that left foot up to make sure we create that 90-degree angle, and then coming to stack the right on top of the left. This side is a little bit tighter for me. Now notice for yourself which side is a little bit tighter. Maybe this is enough for you. Maybe you want to start to walk it forwards. Be careful. Make sure you're keeping that flat back. If your knees are lifted, maybe you just try to work on getting yourself a little bit deeper here. Otherwise, hands come out in front of you. And again, same thing as that pigeon. We're thinking leading with the belly button to slowly walk it out. Now I'm just going to shift myself a little bit side to side. Super, super deep hip opener. So again, this is another one that you don't want to crank yourself into. Slowly walking yourself back out. If you were deeper into it, one more time, we come into that spread eagle, and let's counter that by shifting our hips side to side. Good, and slowly centering yourselves all the way out. Coming into a nice, comfortable cross-legged position. And just taking a moment here before we close this practice to notice, how are you feeling compared to when you first came down on the mat? I have to tell you, I found a very intense workout before this, and I feel pretty gosh darn amazing now after this practice. I really needed it. So this is always here for you when you need it. This is an exclusive workout or stretch session for those of you that have purchased this program. So be sure to come back to it and do this anytime that you need it. These workouts are hard, all right? So come back and let's stretch it out together. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that your hips are feeling beautiful. I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.